Hello, welcome to my conversations about Tan Dao, and today we are going to talk about episode 7 of our favorite show, A Tale of a Thousand Stars. So today's episode had a lot of fast-moving parts and setting up for a lot of big things that I think will happen in tomorrow's episode. I'm pretty excited to find out what happens in tomorrow's episode after watching today. There's so many good things that happen. So let's talk about what happened today first. First we had we found out that Tian, he knows exactly what happened to Torfan because he called up his friend Thun and asked him, but they didn't reveal to us yet what that was. So today, I'm hoping tomorrow I'm hoping we'll find out a little bit more about what's going on there. In today's episode, we have the doctor investigating into Tien and finding out more and more and more until the very end of the episode, when the doctor comes to his own conclusion. I think that he thinks that Tien killed Torfan, and so we're gonna find out exactly what he found out, I guess, and what explanation Tien has for that, and what they're going to let us see about what happened and who is responsible for Torfan's death. So today we also see a storyline with Tien having a problem with Mr. Sakta because Mr. Sakta was unhappy about him stopping him from cheating the people buying their tea. And so Tien decides that he's going to leave. And Pupa is set on not letting that happen, but Pupa doesn't really know how to go about it. So first he says some things, and I think Tien doesn't really want to go away either. He just doesn't feel safe and feels like he's causing problems. So Pupa comes and first tells him, like, don't be a wimp kind of things, like, man it up, you'll get through this, you'll solve the problems, don't worry about it. But that doesn't get him to stay, and finally he's like, well, fine then, just go, I'll drive you to the place. And then you can see, like, both of their faces, like, Pupa looks really sad, because he doesn't want him to go, and then Tien from that kind of felt like, okay, well, he doesn't even care if I stay. So I think, I can't say for sure, but I think that Tien really didn't want to go, and Pupa being cold was kind of pushing him away. It took Pupa's invitation to stay with him to be able to stop the little thing that was going on there. So let me know what you think. If you think Tien actually was planning on going, or if it was kind of like really wanted to go, or if he really didn't. Because, like, as soon as he gets to Pupa's house, you can see he doesn't seem worried anymore. So I don't think he really wanted to go. I think he just kind of, like, didn't see a way out of it. And he was hoping Pupa would give him away, and finally Pupa stopped being cold, acting like he was cold, and he did it. So if you want to leave me a comment and tell me what you think, I would love to know what you guys think as well. So throughout the rest of the episode, we saw that Pupa was being pretty flirty and that Tien was being pretty shy. So it might be interesting to see where they go from here. They had a really cute conversation with each other on the swing, and then Pupa played his flute and sang us a song. And then at the end, they finally fixed the school, and the doctor, I think, breaks the news to Pupa that he thinks Tien has killed Torfan. And so we get to see the fallout from that in the next episode. So here are the quotes from the episode that I really liked, and as you'll see, Pupa has the best lines from this episode. And so the first one, he says, he's talking to Tien, and Tien is telling him that he doesn't feel safe or whatever, and Pupa or whatever is trying to convince him to stay there, and he says, I'm happy too. I told you it's my responsibility to take care of you. So he's like, I'm going to do what I can to keep you here. And then again, Tien tells Long Tae that he wants to go back home. And Long Tae has a argument against him going home, saying, if you leave, it's like you're abandoning us. So like, it's like, yeah, maybe like you feel like all of these bad things that are happening because you're here, but you're like one of us now, and leaving us is not going to help us really. Yeah, and then Pupa comes and tells him a bunch of things. Like first he's like, could you just calm down first? So like he's pointing out to Tien that he didn't think this through and he needs to stop, take a breath, and think about it. And then he says, don't you think you're just running away from a problem? Also like kind of like being harsh there, but like trying to get him to think about, maybe your leaving isn't going to solve this problem and you're just running away and it won't get solved. And then Pupa finally says, this is the point where he decides to show him that he wants him to stay. And he says, I know it's dangerous and you aren't safe, but stay with me. So he invites him to go stay with him. Another one that Pupa says a lot, that you'll get why it's a funny thing, but he keeps telling Tien throughout the whole episode, you'll get used to it soon. You'll get used to it soon. You'll get used to it soon. And then when they're like talking in the swing and Pupa just got done playing his flute, Tien tells him, I'm really surprised. I didn't expect that someone like you would play the flute so well or whatever. And then he's like, well, don't judge a book by its cover. And he's like, well, then if I don't judge you by your cover, what do I judge you for? And then Pupa says, some books must be read to know if you like them. So I guess that was like his invitation to Tien to get to know him better and see if they like each other. Then they continue on, and Pupa finally says, I'm lonely. And then Tien responds, I'm here, I'm your friend already. And then Pupa says, the zinger there, he says, I don't want just a casual friend. So he's telling him, yeah, you're here, and you're my friend, but I don't want a friend, I want more. And so, we'll see what happens in future episodes. The village leader also makes a pretty good point the next day. He says, things may be damaged or broken, but we won't be knocked down as long as we have love and unity. So that was a great little lesson from today's episode. I'd like to know what quotes you liked or parts of the episode that you thought were important that I didn't bring out. As always, if you'd like to join my conversation, leave me a comment or give me a like. Thank you. Bye.